Hey guys, how is it going? Hockey from the Shadow Star Network here today with yet another video. And yes, just like the last video, we're going to be addressing yet another banger of the season so far. And that's Promised Neverland. So, let us jump into that video right now, shall we? All right, before we continue with the intro, I just gotta say, just look at this, look at this boy. My boy Phil is animated. Look at him, man. This kid, look, he get on top of the head. Look at him. This kid is so adorable, man. Phil's the homie. Phil's best character. All live Phil. Continue the intro. You know, this season has been starting off fucking flames, and as you can tell, I love the first episode of The Promised Neverland. I'm coming from a manga reader perspective, and you already know, if you watched the last video, I'm going to be doing these videos pretty much comparing the first two chapters, the first chapter and the first episode. You know, whatever the first episode correlates to, whether it be one chapter, two chapters. In this regard, it's actually the first chapter. They pretty much adapted the whole first chapter. It's pretty much the whole first chapter. And they did a fucking good damn job with this shit. And like that intro stated, man, my boy Phil. Seeing my boy Phil animated, man. Magnifique, man. Fuck. So, I gotta give Cloverworks, you know, some an applaud. I gotta applaud them. And I gotta also, you know, apologize in a way, because Cloverworks to me are iffy, okay? They help with Darling in the Franxx, and whether you think, I'm not sure exactly what they did in Darling in the Franxx. I didn't really dive that far into it. I just know they actually helped Studio Trigger with Darling in the Franxx, so I'm not sure exactly what it is they did. Could be in between animation. I didn't really dive too far into that. But then you have Persona 5 animation, which is on the animation front and some of the artwork, they not that great. And then you have the Fairy Tail, and I just think Fairy Tail's quality is degraded a lot. But the first episode of Promised Neverland, yep. You know what, man? Cloverworks, you're someone to look out for. You're someone to look out for. And I see you guys are doing the movie for Bunny Senpai. So, you know, I'm going to definitely be keeping my eye on Cloverworks a lot here. So, I'll give them this. So, I'm not going to sit here and ramble off about what happened in the episode, giving you a fucking summary, because most likely you've already watched the episode. And if you have not watched the episode, what the hell are you doing here? Please close this video and go watch the episode, because it is perfection. Okay, it is a perfect first episode. Just like I said with Dororo, the first episode should pique one's interest, right? The first episode should make your ears want to pop up like some type of fucking cat girl or something, right? It should make you like, wow, what the fuck is happening? Whether it be through something surprising, shocking, or whether it just makes you feel really good, like another anime I'm talking about. I'm not even going to spoil that one, that it surprised the hell out of me, that I really loved the first episode for. But we're talking about Promised Neverland here. So the first episode of Promised Neverland delivered, okay? Delivered. Whether it be the animation, the artwork of the characters. I did see some people complaining about how some of the characters kind of looked off-modeled at some points. But I kind of think that's actually consistent. It's kind of funny. It's consistent with the actual manga source material, and I feel like Cloverworks they've done a good job mimicking the style of the manga. The manga is very rough. It's not, you know, it's not a clean, you know, series like you see a lot of nowadays with very nice, bold, straight lines. You know, no curvages and edges, and, you know, not curvages because there's always curves, but edges and stuff like that. It's not here. That's not one of these series. This series is, they did a good job of mimicking that style without going too heavy-handed as similar as the style, because like I said, it's easier to get that style when you're using, you know, a G pen or something like that, which a lot of manga artists will use for line work. So the first episode overall visually was astounding. Okay, the scene where Norman and Emma, I'm forgetting names over here, when they actually go and look for her and they see her dead body and then they're hiding under the truck, right? And then you see the monsters and you're like, oh fuck. And their facial expressions were so on point. You can feel it through their fucking faces that this shit is real, bro. Like, it was so good. You know, I know I'm supposed to be comparing this to the manga, but they're literally pretty much the same thing. They did such a good job. There might be they're like little minor things, but it's not to the point where like Dororo was, where, you know, I could literally a lot of changed. In this case, not much has really changed. Not much at all. So I do think this is a series that if you're just fresh into, you know, Promised Neverland, so far from episode 1, you're in the right place. Also, I think the first episode has done a good job of presenting the characters and like their kind of character types. For the most part, we understand Emma is like the caring person, right? I think they're all pretty caring, but you can tell that Emma is like that extra step above. She's walking around. She had Norman on her back. Not Norman. She had fucking Phil on her back. Okay, correct myself. Phil's not Norman. Get the fuck out of here, Norman. You're not Phil, okay? You're cool, Norman, but you're not Phil. Phil is the best character in this damn series, okay? He's an adorable ass kid. Fucking adorable. But anyway, yeah, they're doing a good job of just presenting the characters that you can understand them. I did see some people complaining, well, why are these other kids here, but we don't really focus on the other kids? Yes, I mean, even further throughout the series, I would say that's still the case. But you still have your protagonists that are pretty much the main, you know, driving push of the series with Emma, Norman, and Ray. And you pretty much understand what kind of characters there are. Ray, not so much in this episode, even though through his dialogue that he gives, you can still kind of understand what kind of person he is. He's very outward thinking. He's like, when they walked up to the thing, like, oh yeah, we can't call him over this. He's like, yeah, obviously they're fucking lying, right? So he's not conforming to how, you know, all the other kids are kind of, you know, performing, except Emma and Norman now, because they know that this shit is like, you know, they're just cattle, right? They know that now, so they're not going to be conforming to, you know, how it is. But Emma, you know, I want to stay here forever, and you just see that idea get fucking crushed. It's insane. A lot of people probably not going to think about that, but she just recently said that in the episode 2 at the beginning, pretty much, where she's like, I want to stay here forever. And now she's like, we need to get the fuck out of here. So I just thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, overall, I'm just gushing. Okay, I'm gushing. This episode was perfect. It was good. I loved it. I cannot wait for more Promised Neverland. I will probably keep doing videos for it. I don't know if you guys like the video. Let me know. I mean, if all the episodes gonna be like this, it's gonna be me rambling about how great the episode was, right? Because I think the beginning portion of the Promised Neverland in the manga was fucking superb already. So I'm just really hyped to see it in anime form. And maybe these are the kind of videos you want to see, a person just gushing over something that's really fucking good. Maybe that's it. Okay, and if that's what you want to see, I'll be here for that. Because if this keeps up, right, if they keep this standard here, right, this quality that they're presenting right now, this could be anime this season. Though it has a tough contender, which I want to talk about later in another video. But yes, this episode of Promised Neverland gets my seal of approval, if that even means anything. So guys, if you like this video, please subscribe. Also like it if you liked it. Fucking Christ, man. Don't forget to leave your comment down in the comment section, please, below. Let me know what you thought of the first episode of The Promised Neverland. Are you a manga reader? Are you pleased with what you were presented with this first episode? Let me know. We can have a conversation down there. And well, that's all. Until we talk again, sayonara, my friends. You guys have a good one. Peace. Where can I get a fucking Phil plushie?